Time management is an extremely valuable skill, and I'd like to say that I wouldn't say I've quite mastered it, but I've got a pretty good grip on it. Of course, it's not just planning ahead, it's also the willpower of actually not wasting the time and actually putting it to good use. For example, I have scheduled a couple of 1 hour sessions of recording these videos that I have to plan around noise that I can't control, and then I have to figure out what to do during those other times to make it work, to get the most out of that time. I have to, one, actually do the thing that I plan on doing, and then two, before that, I have to have the plan for what I want to do, to know what I want to do. Because if I don't know what I want to do with it, then how am I going to put that time to good use? So it is about 11:30 right now. I recorded two videos from about nine to 10, well, three, and then I deleted one of them. I recorded those, took a snack break, watched some YouTube, and then came back and recorded the last one I recorded, and I'm recording this one right now. Tomorrow, I have to evaluate the videos that I recorded, just listen to the playback, make sure everything's all good, and then send them along and make the thumbnail. Yesterday, I evaluated the three that I recorded on Thursday. Yeah, I didn't really manage my time very well on the Friday and Saturday. Friday, I had a shift at the instant gratification job, and then when I got home, I just doom scrolled, played some video games, and then made dinner, and then watched a movie. No, wait, I watched my next episode of Squid Game before the movie. No, that was on Saturday. Well, anyway, Saturday I found myself doom scrolling in the afternoon after I got home from redeeming the last of my cans and bottles at the grocery store, which is really sad because I squandered a day I could have spent. Even if it was on the video game, at least I would have gotten through more of it because I realized I have to keep all my use of time in check because of the previous Sunday, the 2nd. I sunk way more time into Pokemon Scarlet than I really should have, and it's what made me realize that I should prioritize focusing on staying within the time limit instead of fussing over meeting a certain goal in the game by a certain deadline. In my case, I pushed to go from having the final mission of each of the three storylines. Then I got sidetracked with the teacher interactions, and then I went to Area Zero and finished the entire story to make the credits roll. Took me way longer than I expected, and I squandered a Sunday I could have spent. I wouldn't say recording videos because I prefer to record when there's no one else at home so that I can say whatever I want, do whatever I want, etc. But yeah, it wasn't a great plan to play that much of a video game, so that's why I changed my perspective on what I do with that. So yeah, I also prioritize finishing the stuff I want to get done first in the day. So for example, I want to get YouTube stuff done before I do anything else. Before I open up a video game, before I doom scroll, before I do anything else like that. It is what it is, and I'm still working on the best approach to it, but I think I have it down pretty well. See, back in the day, I was pretty efficient at managing my time because I prioritized getting my homework done. So back in middle and high school, I realized since I don't do any extracurricular activities, I could easily knock my homework out from when I get home until dinner time, and then be free to do what I want after that. Because mostly because when my dad was home, I could only use the TV after the sun went down. In college, when I had more freedom, even though I still was kind of limited in what I could do with using the TV at any time that I chose until senior year, because I wouldn't say I was limited. By then, it was more that I felt like I had to stick to that to make sure that I couldn't be told I was using it too much throughout the day. Now I can just use it whenever I want because I might have somewhere to go out at night. Anyway, I was able to utilize time management to speed run my homework. The way that I try to hold myself accountable is that I have my calendar app in my Apple devices. So right now I have a purple icon for recording YouTube videos. Because purple's what I use for the production calendar. I use red for personal, green for, I think I named it wellness, self maintenance. That's what I use for like the time I dedicate to showering, shaving my head, brushing my teeth, etc. And then my night routine of brushing my teeth and flossing, and then my sleep meditation. And then I also use it for my workout time, my meditation time. You get the idea. And then red is for personal things like meal or snack times, my video gaming time. See, that's how I managed to visualize my gaming time instead of just playing between the cracks like I tried at other points. Now I have I'm doing 1 hour blocks right now. I upped it to about 3 yesterday because I finished everything early. And I used to have separate calendars for TV and then a separate one for movies. I merged those into personal because I realized that's what those fell under. and I'm trying to keep the amount of red in my calendar to a minimum and mostly concentrated towards the night. So 30 minutes each for breakfast and lunch, 15 minutes each for morning snack and afternoon snack, and then dinner and evening snack are often replaced by my primary TV show or whatever movie I'm watching. So, as I record this on Monday, February 10th, my plan tonight is I think the 2002 Scooby Doo movie is for evening snack, with dinner being my next episode of Squid Game. That's another way I'm using time management to moderate and keep in control when I watch stuff. I had a friend who said that I was the only person he knew around who planned their movie and TV viewing. You can say in the comments down below if it's kind of a weird habit. I don't care. I know that it works for me because now I can use it to moderate it. Because in the past, I would use it to plan how much of it can I cram in throughout an entire day. Like when I first watched through Avatar The Last Airbender, I watched half a season every day. Although I think I split season 3 into 3 days, mostly because there were more of the longer ones, like, combined, such as Sozin's Comet being 4 episodes, but they were edited together into one 90-plus minute movie. Anyway, now I'm doing, like, 1 to 2 episodes per day at dinner time and or evening snack, depending on whether there's a YouTube live stream I wanna watch, whether there's a movie I wanna watch. It's just a good visualizer for managing my time. So I decided instead of just using it to manage movies and TV, I decided to expand it into managing my meal and snack times, my gaming time. I used to also use it for audiobook time, but that's more of a free range thing, though. I'm thinking now of bringing that back and doing just however many chapters per day, depending on the length, because I used to be really obsessive with doing one season or series per week with TV, or keeping it to an obsessively strict frame where I would work on the primary TV show, the primary video game, the primary audiobook Sunday through Friday, and then have Saturday be off from those. Now it's a case of 1 or 2 episodes per day, plus new episodes of shows that drop weekly. 1 hour, 1 time block of video gaming, trying to cap it at 1 hour. That's what I default to, and if I happen to finish everything else early, that's what I do. I'm trying to do the same with audiobooks now, and I'm trying not to fall into the pattern of feeling like I have to finish a chapter I start. I'm trying to focus on making it more about timing, like I am with the video games. So instead of being like, I need to accomplish this thing in the game before I can move on to do something else for the day, I'm trying to reframe. I reframed it as, this is how much time I have for playing my video game. Save as soon as you can when you're getting to like 5 minutes before the end of the period. Okay, progress is saved. Close the game. You're done for the day. Obviously, I'll increase it as I see fit, especially if I finish things early, if I'm satisfied with where I am with actual productive things like this. I'm trying to do the same with audiobooks where, okay, I'll set the sleep timer to 30 minutes regardless of where I am in the chapter. I'll listen to it while I go move my laundry, while I grab my snack or my lunch. All right, sleep timer automatically paused it. Back to work. Of course, the problem with that is I also have the YouTube app, and with YouTube Premium with the background listening, which is what I usually do, which I can rationalize it as ser- searching for content ideas. But maybe for my night routine, instead of listening to YouTube, I should start doing that where, okay, it's 10 p.m. Do you know what you're going to listen to? I think instead of YouTube videos, it should be I'm going to start doing the audiobook wind down instead and set it to a specific amount of time rather than obsessing with chapters because I just started the Fellowship of the Ring audiobook. Most of the chapters are a solid hour so far from what I've listened to, and that's listening at normal speed. Yeah, I gotta focus on breaking it up into the amount of time rather than chapters. So it should be X amount of minutes or X amount of hours. Okay, I started listening to it while I was making dinner. All right, I'm somewhere in the middle of the chapter, but I scheduled my next episode of my primary TV show. Okay, audiobook paused. I don't care that I finished the chapter. I'll come back to it later. Okay, I didn't get back to it for the rest of the day. No big deal. I just pick up where I left off. I've got to be better about that. Or I've got to stop obsessing over finishing the chapter I started, just like I got to do what I gotta loosen it up a little to free up time, just like I did with video games and TV shows. Yeah, time management, very important. It's a very important skill. I think using the built-in calendar app on your phone is a great way. You don't have to micromanage every little thing like I saw in a different YouTube video, but using it to know what you're doing during what. So like my workout, I have my workouts in my calendar. I use it to plan. The key now is to actually not shift it around last second because, oh, I don't feel like working out. I feel like doom scrolling. Yeah, you gotta have it takes the power of pure willpower. So I am going to leave it here for the video. Comment your thoughts on time management, whether you think I obsess over it too much or if you agree with me. Or tell me how you manage time. I'd actually like to know. Give this video a like, subscribe for daily videos, and I'll see you soon.